In this fast-paced world we live in, we rarely have time to enjoy a good tale, like back in the days before iPads and Kindles. So when a Reddit user recently asked what was the best horror story you could come up with two sentences, the response was absolutely tremendous. Without further ado, these are the 21 of the scariest two-sentence horror stories I could find. I'm tucking my son into bed and he tells me, "Mommy, check for monsters under my bed." I look under for his amusement and see him, but another him under the bed staring back at me, quivering and whispering, "Mommy, there's someone in my bed." I love listening to my wife's sweet lullabies over the baby monitor until I see my wife pull into the driveway. Staring in the mirror when my reflection suddenly smiles, turns, and walks out of the reflected door of my bedroom. I turn and am confronted by the darkness. The grinning faces stared at me from the darkness beyond my bedroom window. I live on the 14th floor. I was alone in my house when I was awoken by a noise and I reached for my flashlight. It was handed to me. My daughter, she won't stop crying and screaming in the middle of the night. I visit her grave and ask her to stop, but it just doesn't help. I can't move, breathe, speak, or hear, and it's so dark all the time. If I knew it would have been this lonely, I would have just been cremated. "I can't sleep," she whispered, crawling into bed with me. I woke up cold, clutching the dress she was buried in. I woke up hearing knocking on glass. At first, I thought it was the window, until I heard it again from the mirror. The last thing I saw was my alarm clock flashing 12:07 before she pushed her long, rotted nails through my chest, her other hand muffling my screams. As I bolted upright, relieved it was only a dream. But as I saw my alarm clock read 12:06, I heard my closet door creak open. Growing up with cats and dogs, I got used to the sounds of scratching at my door while I slept. Now that I live alone, it's much more unsettling. My husband woke me up last night to tell me there is an intruder in our house. He was murdered by an intruder 2 years ago. All the time that I've lived alone in this house, I swear I have closed more doors than I have opened. There was a picture in my phone of me sleeping, but I live alone. Getting home after a tired, long day's work and ready for a relaxing night alone, you reach for the light switch, but another hand is already there. My sister says that Mom killed her. Mom says I don't have a sister. As I tucked her in, my daughter said, "Goodbye." I explained to her that we say goodnight, not goodbye. She replied, "Not tonight. Tonight it's goodbye." Flo heard her mom yell her name from upstairs, so she got up and started to head down. As she got to the stairs, her mom pulled her into her room and said I heard that too. I was having a pleasant dream when what sounded like hammering woke me up. After that, I could barely hear the muffled sound of dirt covering the coffin over my own screams. There's nothing like the laughter of a baby, except when it's 1 a.m. and you live alone. He asked me why I was breathing so heavily. I wasn't.